I use this jig to make this circular piece of maple. I'm going to use it as a seat for my bench crafted swing away seat for my Rubo bench. It's a beautiful circular piece, really quite perfectly circular, and it's really easy to do, so I wanted to share this jig with you, what comes with it, how to set it up, and let's put it to use. The jig comes with all of these pieces that I wanted to review. This is the main component on which the piece of wood will slide, and it has centimeter mark rule on here that you can set the diameter for whatever diameter you wish. It has an extending leg that will support it very nicely, and we'll show this, and this simply moves in and out to make the table level. Inside the table is this really nice piece that is the key to the whole thing, because center markers such as this will fit into this piece very precisely, and then you push against this to make your circle. It comes with 3 of these. It comes with a 1/2 inch diameter. You can make a big hole, smaller diameter, and then the least obtrusive is this one where you just put a small screw in the center. You probably could take one of these and modify it so you could put a strong adhesive on the workpiece and not mar it, but I use this one with the screw typically. This piece fits along the side and locks into the groove in the table saw bed that keeps it locked up in good position. And this device is a spacer. This is allows you to have the perfect distance between the blade and the jig itself. 2 supporting wings are present as well, and these are tightened with a hex driver, an Allen wrench, which of course comes with the set. And then finally, this piece locks the table onto the this piece locks the jig onto the table of your bandsaw. Snug it up, tighten it up, and it's good to go. We'll put it together and then review it when everything's assembled. We'll install this piece, which is just a square nut that fits into the slot, and we'll position it just approximately, and we'll adjust it when we use this spacer bar, and I'll just snug it up. These support wings are easily placed as well. They have a rod that goes into that slot, and we'll just slide those here, and we'll tighten them up with that Allen wrench. You can see the wings are secured, and then we'll just place this in this slot, open it up so it's easy to clamp onto the bandsaw table. Okay, we've put the little mounting block on here, and it's loose, and the main clamp is loose, and we'll put this spacer right here. I've tensioned up the blade so it's not going to deflect. Then tighten down that clamp, and then we'll tighten down this piece that remains in the groove or the track, the miter slot for the, that's a little tight. We want just touching. There we go. Good. So we've got the correct width because of this tester bar. This is locked in, the clamp's locked in. Now we'll adjust this center part so it has the correct diameter, or the correct radius, because basically wherever this is the radius or half of the diameter of what we're going to cut. The radius of what we're going to cut is 7 inches. So I have a tape measure here. I've adjusted the piece in this area, and then we'll snug that so this doesn't move. Good. Now we're set. We've got the supportive arms up. We've got this locked in place. We've got it set up here properly. And we're going to make a cut. I'm using this scrap piece, and I drilled a 1/2 inch hole here, and this pin will fit in there very nicely, snugly. Get that in the slot. Get that ready to cut. One trick that I found is that on one side of your stock you should cut a straight line on exactly the edge of the circle you wish to cut. Then with the center piece just slightly loose, you can tap this forward and get it just where you want it, and then lock this down, and you're going to have the perfect size circle. Let's cut a circle. Okay, we'll get our stock on our board. The blade's been tensioned. Eye protection, hearing protection, please. Let's fire it up. Let's cut a circle. Always keep force in this direction against the pin. There it is. A really nice circle cut with a really nice jig. Very straightforward and very reproducible. This jig folds up in into a nice compact size. You can just lean it up against the wall or stack it. It's nice. And then I keep the measuring bar, Allen wrench, the securing post, and the 3 pins all in a separate bag, labeled, so I can find them, and I try to store those together. So that's a review, setup, and use of the Delta Circle Cutting Jig. Please subscribe. Please click like. If you will click the bell, you'll be notified when new videos come. I'm sharing with you the things that I enjoy doing. And please comment. I love to respond to all the comments. I've learned a lot too. So going forward, this is Adventures with Dr. Joe. Please stay safe.